Hello, everyone. This is Cultured Foolishness Power Raising Kanan recap for episode 4. I am Creed of Exodus Studios and architectsofmars.com, and my co-host is.
Coach Tamara Simone, your favorite life coach's favorite life coach. If you know, you know.
And show you right. So, this was a pretty eventful episode. All of them this season have been, but I mean, it started off pretty crazy. What did you think? I'm gonna let you kick it off.
Um, I, I, it's so much that happened in this episode. Great episode, of course, but it's just so much that happened, and some elements of it just made me angry. Not even gonna lie to you. Let's just start off with the elephant in the room. That crazy ass Ronnie.
Ronnie is crazier than that thing. So,
Like
he's just
he
going around just trying to strong arm his way into some work.
he just needs to be in a rubber room somewhere.
Like
That is where he needs to be.
I'm
That's where
trying
he
to
belongs.
I'm trying to understand, like, so all of this is so you can sell drugs again. Like, you don't even seem like you should be in that business no more. Like,
Nope.
nothing about you seems like a swaggy, cool drug dealer, dude. It just none of
No.
that is
You
there.
are you are Urkel trying to sell drugs. And
With
that's what he
muscles.
keeps right. That's what he keeps being called.
I
Like
love it.
I love it too, but I'm also like, don't do Urkel like that, man, because Urkel was a happy person.
This
There's
man is
nothing.
not happy. He
The
is
only
not
time he's
happy.
happy is when he's eating cereal.
Or doing some shit he don't have no business doing, like beating the
There's that too.
bejesus out of somebody. Like he looks very genuinely joyful when he's beating the shit out of somebody, and or stabbing them for that matter. He seems pretty happy.
Clearly, he's not
Mm.
above that. I just right, and then to your point, like he's doing all this so that he can sell drugs again. But it's like, because I feel like they have written Ronnie to be this character to do exactly what he's doing, because I have so many questions, like how were you before you went in as it
Hmm.
pertains to being on the streets? Because like, were you couldn't have been this crazy, and if you were, how were you maneuvering? Like, because you're so crazy that like, who wants to deal with you? Everyone just wants to get very far away from you because you're so crazy.
And not only crazy, but just creepy crazy. Like
Right.
everybody,
Exactly.
all the interactions that he have with people is cool. It's like this dude's like a creep.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
very creepy. So his storyline is going to be interesting. He definitely is. I feel like he must have changed greatly in prison because I can't see him being the exact same way as this prior to, but elements were probably there because I know Unique don't act that surprised by the nigga though. So I feel like this
Very
has
true.
been him to an extent, but now it's just like amplified probably after prison.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Absolutely. So
So what was another aspect of this episode? I think
well,
that,
let's just, it starts with the dude on the scooter being chased by the police.
yes. So
And
Kanan's whole operation is starting to get some heat to it.
yes, yes, it is. And what is the gentleman's name with the carrier service? It slips my mind right now,
I don't
because
remember
he's
either.
complaining because he's saying, like, my my couriers are not taking the actual things that I need delivered.
Right.
They're just delivering your weed.
Hmm.
And some are getting in trouble and all of that and all these other things. So Caden broke him off something for his troubles, but again, that's just a band-aid
No,
on the problem. That's
Band-Aid,
gonna
right.
fix it.
Hmm. I mean,
But
it
can't
sounds
get
like he
no.
need.
You saw all that money he pulled?
Oh yeah, he's still
Getting
he's getting
money.
paid. Hey, I mean, they got the hotline bling in the crib, so of
Oh yeah,
course,
and that can only mean one thing.
making money. So they are doing well with that, but I feel like what is probably what needs to happen. I don't know if it's gonna get a chance to happen with all the shit going on around them. He need to just have his own service and them exclusively do that, but be more discreet about it.
Yeah.
Because for old boy, I don't see why would you take a regular job if that's gonna pay 3 to 4 times more. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna work 3 jobs and go home versus running around all day on a scooter. That's stupid.
It is.
So I see that. And then it's nice to see Famous have something to do to keep his ass
Yeah,
occupied.
you know, yes, it was that. And then even when he was like, all right, I'm off, and actually went back to writing, I was
I
like,
was
but
like,
look at you. And then
good job.
his little bar wasn't half
It
bad. I
wasn't
was like,
half
look at
bad. And here come Rock. Can't let him be grateful. Man, I knew
you can't
soon
let
as
nobody be great,
she
really.
really can't. She can't because she trying to be great in spite of everyone to her. But no, so obviously she came and planted the gun then and broke him off some money that he felt bad for taking. Shouldn't have took. Should have told Kanan and just took that ass whooping because at least that would have gave him a heads up to check his shit. But of course, she would have
But
did
then
something
too,
to him.
right,
So he
right.
know how she get down. So he was
Mm-hmm.
like, it really so because my what I took from that was less of him breaking down and taking money from her and more of being like, if I don't take the money, then I'm gonna have to deal with a whole different problem from Rock. And I know how she get down. Motherfuckers end up dead. We're not even gonna play games and act like she not who the fuck she is. So, because you
Yes.
could tell he terrified of her, and then who the fuck wouldn't be, except for Unique, of course. He's not
He's
scared.
not scared of her at all.
Nope.
He's
They funny, man.
like, I have something for you, Missy.
That whole exchange when they, basically she's like, look, man, I'm gonna have Kanan back around. We can't really be on this whole stuff around
Gonna
here
have
and
to.
stuff and fall back. He was
Mm-hmm.
like, whole time he getting closer to her, but I mean, we here right now, so
Right.
we gonna do what we do normally do. Cause I'm here now. Cause we gonna
Tonight.
do that tonight. One more time. One more again. One more again for one more time for the one time. One time for the one time. One time for the one time. One time. But no. So that their interaction, that's interesting. So I'm sure they're gonna end up messing around again because it
Oh,
seems
absolutely. Because
she like
first of
that
all,
little boy.
Kanan, so I mean, like that was so raggedy of her to do just to get Kanan back home. Um, but I just feel like knowing Kanan, he's gonna find a way to slide up out of this jam
Well,
somehow.
well, if he does, I feel like he's gonna probably end up staying, but barely being there because he gonna be running that shit through famous crib anyway.
Right. But if there's random pop-up visits coming, he he has to be like he has like you have to be there.
Right,
But then that deads the whole business if he's
right,
there all the time
right.
and she don't care. And then there's the question, why? Like, why do you want him there just so you could be toxic to him?
Cause you ain't, but
It
this the problem. She don't fully know what his ass is doing. And she don't want
right,
him to be doing that shit. And she really And this is one of those things where it's like she's trying to turn over a new leaf and all this stuff, but she's her, but at the end of the day, in this moment, in her mind, she's out here buying the block, about to, do a legitimate business from this, and she's not trying to do the drug shit. She just want her
She gonna get
son
her ass
back.
shook down by them punk ass cops. I
Oh,
saw
I already see that coming because
and
that's yeah,
and
because
they
they
gonna have a
think
rude
she
awakening they
doing.
damn self.
Oh, they gonna, but they think she's still doing the bullshit too, and they
Mhm.
shit. She just buying that as a front when she trying to pivot into just doing that shit because
Mhm.
she's tired of obviously getting shot at and all this shit, and But the problem, she's already exposed Kanan to that life, and now he wants to live it on his own.
And you can't be the same person who talked and low key manipulated him into attempting to kill his own father, but then turn around and be like, "What you doing? I don't want you doing this," and da 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 da. No,
He don't
because
have
just
no leg to stand on now, which is clear
no.
how the way he act. He don't want to listen to her now because it's like your authority means nothing because you out here doing any fucking thing.
And
So
because you
how
keep lying to him,
you
and
keep
you're not even
lying?
lying good,
Good.
because he know you lying. So you gotta be better. Um,
Yes.
and just and not fucking unique does not make you better.
No, it doesn't, and she's not gonna stop fucking unique either.
She's not. And you know what? I don't think she should. I don't think she should. I really don't. Unique swag is on a trillion this season, and
Oh my
I
god.
love this for her. You know,
I have a friend that would just agree with you so wholeheartedly. She sent me a picture of the girl, I forgot her name, that Joey Badass is dating right now. It's with
Soraya.
that Soraya. She's beautiful,
Yes,
obviously.
yes.
She sent me a picture of her and was going to have basically a paragraph rant of how much she couldn't stand her because how much she loves him. So yeah,
I see. I will never go that far.
yeah,
That
that's
is not.
absurd. That's a lot.
I am happy for those people. Um, it's interesting because I've been seeing a lot of memes going around lately of people posting all these pictures of Joey Badass and saying, "When I say I like chocolate, this what I mean." I was like, you know what? I love this for him.
I love him for him too because I've been following him since he first came out when he was like 16 with the little night the 99 mixtape, which was super ill. And he, not to say that he was ugly ever, but he just looked like a little goofy kid when he first came out. Big headed, we all have a big head because our body
I
growing
still have
into
one.
it, whatever. But
You gotta own it.
he just has developed and flourished into a dope young man. So I'm happy for him and
Yes.
much more success to you, Mr. Joey Badass. I'm been a fan, will continue to be a fan. His last album was actually really excellent too. It's very
Hmm.
good. Very, very good. So, what else? So Jukebox and her
Yes, come on,
group.
Juke, because look,
Yes, I
she messed
love that.
around and made the group. And I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't think
I
that
didn't
she
think
was
she was
gonna make it. They
me
cut
neither.
her off right before she was about to go there. But
But
she,
Marvin said what it really was. Then they did hear enough because they was
oh,
like she really could sing her ass off.
oh, Marvin.
So the lady came, told her what it was, and laid out everything to Marvin pretty much. As
Hmm.
much as these type of groups tell the parents because they still be holding stuff because they be
Oh
wanting
yeah,
to be shady and do their little bullshit.
yes. And I can see a lot of that's gonna
Oh, it's gonna happen.
ensue.
You can
But
already tell.
then too, like she went and took her physical for the military.
Right.
So I'm kind of like, okay, so how is this gonna work? Because like
She's just
once you
doing once she
no, but
fully
once you
signed
start,
in,
no, like once you start that process, then like
you
I
going.
don't yeah, I don't give a damn if you just went platinum. All right, that's lovely. Now get your ass on this bus because basic training
Hmm.
starts tomorrow.
Right.
So,
Y-
but it's also unclear of if she like outright signed because
Right.
you can't outright sign until you go and do all the things and
Oh, so
mhm.
she probably just still doing the little stuff, but obviously, if this does what she would want it to do, she probably won't go through with that, obviously.
We will
So
see.
she's just covering her bases, not
Not a bad
unintelligent,
idea. Yeah.
since
Yeah.
she's wanting to do the military for some reason, which is stupid. But anyway, good for her. So she met the group. The little stuck up light skinned
The
girl
lead
was
singer is
there.
good is trash.
The
She's
Beyonce of the
annoying.
group, but not in a
See,
good way.
I was gonna say I don't feel like Beyonce came in being an asshole to nobody. This girl is just doing way too much without doing enough.
Absolutely. I love how the manager shut her ass down too when she
Shut her
was
down
trying to
immediately.
I don't like uh, the
I don't
name of
like the
the
Nana girl.
because she was like the name is gonna be Butter, da, which was funny. It's very 90s. And then she's like, I don't like that. It was like, well, guess what? You're not the boss of shit. So shut up.
It was very much so like, oh really? Well, you can be gone.
We'll get another one. We had a whole block around the corner of
Flew.
other girls who were pretty and could sing. So
Look,
kind of a dime a dozen, ma'am. Don't matter.
as the iconic Beyonce once said, I can have another you in a minute.
Woo. To the left, to the left.
To the left. Yes.
So that was cool. I like this. The it's basically the two, jukebox and the other girl was already cool. The other girl is
Right.
like a dickhead and want to alienate herself. So at least she has a friend in the group, and hopefully that girl will come around and stop being a jerk. We
And
hope.
hopefully they don't like, because remember that, Marvin was like, I want Jukebox to be Jukebox. Like, don't try to make her into whatever. Like, no, she's her. And so I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't like, well, it's just one little tube top. Like, no, that's not.
I hope not. I think they might be okay in this part because TLC was out at the time and
Mm-hmm.
they definitely wasn't doing that sexy stuff. And even when they pivoted a little bit more towards that left, I still kind of had her own style,
Mm-hmm.
but they did make her wear the little stick too with them. So you right, that could happen because even with Left Eye, who was the tomboy, but see, I don't what's with Left Eye, it might have been her wanting to because she really just was an actual tomboy, not a dyke. So she
Mm-hmm.
might have actually wanted to start pivoting and wearing the stuff with the group that was the feminine stuff, which I could see that because again, she wasn't gay. She just was more tomboyish than the other two.
Right.
So that's a whole nother thing. But what else happened? That pretty much was that. The lady laid down the law.
Good old Uncle Lou trying to pull Marvin into this getting this bar.
Oh yeah, I like that aspect. Hopefully Marvin stays
Marvin's so
up and
funny. He
up.
like, yeah, we could run a lot of drugs out of here. He
I'm gonna bring me the white lady talking about all this music so we can run drugs out of here. Knowing what okay. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
he's like, this is
Bruh.
what we do. This is what we do.
This is what we do. We sell drugs. I don't know what you want me to do. Damn, give me another bag of Fritos. We supposed to sell drugs.
When he went to, I think that was Gerald's office, and grabbed some candy off his desk, I was like, you are just never going to disappoint me. And I love that. I absolutely love
I
that.
think at this point, London Brown is just like ad-libbing this. He's just like, "Oh, some food. I'm gonna just eat it. I'm gonna just
I
eat
wouldn't be
this."
shocked.
Because
He's
he's
not above it.
awesome. He's
Yes,
awesome. And he definitely brings a lot to that character. So
for sure.
good job. Again, London Brown. We probably praise him every week because that's the homie to the
Yes.
to the podcast.
Yes.
What
Trying to
else
see what
happened?
else.
So many
I mean,
things.
we can always go back to old crazy ass Ronnie and this whole thing of him running around trying to get work, and just the way that he's approaching people, and just the way that he's going about doing it. And then when Unique confronts him because these people have told Unique, like, your brother's running around here trying, like, why ain't, like, you're being weird as per usual. And then now you don't like how people are exposing that you being weird. Like,
Like
even just the way he walk, like,
it's very off. He walked like a horror movie character, like fucking Michael
yes,
Myers or some shit. That's exactly how, and he dressed like Michael Myers, damn near, except it's not an all coverall. If he wore regular clothes, that's how Michael Myers would dress. How Ronnie looked. We'll say
um we
that.
never saw this on camera, but I'm pretty sure he walks the way Jeffrey Dahmer walked. Pretty sure of it.
I wouldn't put it past him. So he's going around town. He's ruffling feathers. He went to Dean, tried to strong. The fact that he put his hands on a man that walks around with a bodyguard all day in broad daylight was fucking stupid as hell.
At bingo.
At bingo with the old ladies, like, come on, can they live? Like, what the fuck, man? You're not about to
Bingo's
threaten
supposed to
him.
be a safe place.
That's why he have all the meetings there, because people don't nut up in there. But not him, not his
Not
ass.
old crazy ass
He gonna
Ronnie.
nut up, of course. So had to escort
I
his
was
ass
so
out.
happy when they pulled that gun on him. I was like,
Oh
yes.
yeah,
Now sit
yes.
your crazy ass
Cause you
down.
can't outrun this bullet, fool. Get out of here. But
Right.
that was, just like the episode prior when the little transgression happened at the club. You knew somebody was gonna die.
You do, like,
It
it's
was like,
not
damn.
gonna end here. Like, it's not gonna be like this happened and then people just shake it off and move on with their life. He don't move on because
Mm-mm.
he's crazy ass Ronnie.
Yeah, in his eyes, they played in his face, and you're not gonna play in his face. You're not gonna play in my face. It's not what
But
that's what you're not gonna do.
But Ronnie, no one wants to play anywhere near you. In fact, we all want to get away from you
Yeah, especially
so bad.
unique baby mama. She
Oh, I
over
feel
that
so
nigga.
bad for this woman because it's like now you got her enduring this crazy ass brother. You completely cheating and you doing it like all up and through her face. You just
Yeah,
look,
you don't give no
you
fuck.
just coming home smelling like rock. Like you just he probably got Rock probably wrote her name in lipstick on the nigga neck, and then he walked in the crib like, "Hey, boo, yeah, I just like nigga, like you
Yeah,
doing a
he
lot."
yeah.
And but then it was prefaced with like, "Well, I'm taking care of our son, I'm taking care of you," and it's like,
That
okay, and
doesn't
that's
mean you could
appreciated.
do all the worst shit ever.
No,
But
especially with this psychopath in the house,
yeah, he need to go. And I
he
feel
gotta
like at this
go.
point, he want his ass to go his
Yeah,
damn self. And
get him a pizza and a few
yeah.
boxes of Cheerios and get him on up out of here.
Yeah, get him his own little apartment somewhere. Shit, you could afford it. Get them nigga out the house because he is a liability. But at this point, he's coming for his head too.
Yeah.
Been coming for his head the whole time, really.
Yeah.
Because he don't. It's him, you or me type mentality with Ronnie. So he coming for him
Hmm.
and anybody else that's out there. So hang tight, Southside Queens,
Just
because
gonna just
he's
gonna stab that man up like that. Just stabbed him. I
Mm.
was just glad he ain't who that was it his grandmother or his mother?
I think it was his mother because he's old enough. That seemed like it was
Okay.
his mother.
I was just glad that
I
he just
was that
let the
because
mother
when she, I was like, "Don't kill the mama." The whole time, I was like, "Don't kill the mama." No, she's so sweet. She just smiling. Don't do it,
she
man.
just happy and I'm
Now
like,
and
just
I'm
let
just sad because who gonna take care of her now? Punk
I don't
ass.
know.
And he
I
took
don't
such
know.
good care of her in
He
spite of
did.
his little drug dealing ways. He was those be the ones that be taking care of the mama the best though, the damn drug dealing motherfuckers.
Hey,
Like,
you know,
I'm gonna be she in the crib watching her program. It's nice furniture. Got her. He was like, "You want? I
got
got
her
your strawberry Ensure. Here you go. Gonna put the hearing aid battery in. Here come Ronnie, punk ass nigga."
crazy. Just crazy.
So let's talk about Rock planting his gun on fucking Kanan. So he ain't got caught in the damn school with the gun. She come up
like
like Captain Save him, not like she didn't do the shit. Ugh.
that was like
And then
it's
yelling at
like
him.
right. You yell but I guess she gotta make it believable or whatever. Cause the whole time I was watching, I was like, so you just don't keep yelling at him like it wasn't you. But then I had to realize she has to make it believable because if she just chilled, then it's just like you did this. So she had to put on that front. But no,
Yeah, that
no,
wasn't the way to get him back home, babe. That wasn't the way.
like
And it really ain't no way.
it's not a way. But see, you know what? Here's the problem. And I actually thought about it when I was watching the episode. Remember, that might have been season one. Remember, Kanan was he was in the house cheesing, cooking spaghetti because it was his night to cook, and it was all like him and it. She want that Kanan back, and that nigga gone.
He gone. She killed him.
He don't even know how to make spaghetti no more,
I
which is
mean,
unfortunate because that spaghetti looked like it was kind of good.
honestly, when she made him go do that and he found out that was his father that she made him try to go kill, then shit, that was it.
It was
Cause it
done.
was
That's
that's when she killed that Kanan and he ain't coming back. He's gone.
no. Again, he don't even know how to make spaghetti no more.
Right, right. So I just want to see if how this whole thing pans out. Do they become actual enemies or does she
Yeah.
die? Because obviously by the time we see him on Power as an adult, he's ultra fucked up. So who knows all the things that happen, by the time he's become an adult.
And since you mentioned that, I do want to pivot into, when him and Jukebox are celebrating her making it into the group. Like when
Hmm.
he pops up and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you out to dinner," blah blah blah. And like it was a real sweet, like heartfelt moment because he's like, "No, like you deserve this. Like I want to celebrate you. I'm proud of you. I love you." And I'm watching this like how does this person kill her over Tariq
Mm.
in the actual in power? Because we see that he kills her for Tariq. So
Hmm.
it's like, how does
Yeah.
how?
Yeah. It almost seemed like out of character in a way now that you
Yeah.
seeing the development because this is like his sister. It's not like because when I saw that part, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when you was in school and you was like, "Oh man, I got a 4.0." I was like, "Where we going to dinner? What you talking about?" Like I think we went to Calypso if I'm
I
not
think we
mistaken.
did.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, missed that place.
damn.
Anyway.
So let's see. That happened. What else? Oh, we didn't even talk about Marvin um talking to his friend that he had to get from the little
we
drug
briefly spoke
dealers.
on it. Remember, he ate his candy.
Right. Oh, that's
Pause.
right. That's right. That's right.
Yes, we briefly talked about
You're
it.
right. You're right. But we didn't
Um,
go too deep
but
into it.
yeah,
So he's gonna be interesting, and hopefully with the with jukebox and being in this group, like he actually a music editor for the damn I think Village Voice or something, which is a big
Yeah.
deal. So that could be a good connect. So that's dope. Look at Marvin just setting
Yeah,
shit
just
up on the
you
low,
know,
on the low.
absolutely. We
Yeah,
love it for
yeah,
him.
he's
We
doing
love
good.
to see it.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
absolutely love to see it.
Good job, good job.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely redeemed himself from the nonsense that happened. What was it, last season or the first season? It was last season, I think.
Okay,
With
possibly.
if I'm thinking, yeah, I think it was last season where he beat her up for being gay
Yeah,
and
it was the
all
beginning
that
of last. Yes,
bullshit.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
Beginning of
yeah,
last season. Yes, he sure did.
yeah. So he's redeemed himself.
Yes.
Even the whole let her be herself, all of that. That was
Mm-hmm.
great. So good job, sir.
Absolutely.
So what else we got? We got the feds is watching. Howard ain't really fucking with Rock no more. I love at the end of the day, he was like, "Don't, I'm not taking your calls no more. Don't call me." All this bullshit. I know you had something to do with that shit. That's how he was.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
just
Yep.
knowing. It was
Yep.
like, this don't even sound like Kanan. I know Kanan.
Right.
He ain't dumb like they gonna bring
Like
a gun to
exactly.
school and know you
Exactly.
going through a damn metal
Metal
detector.
detector.
That was dumb as hell. And he ain't
Exactly.
dumb. Like he is not fucking dumb. You know.
Exactly.
So that was some bullshit. Let's see. Let's see what else happened in this one. What else do you remember? That thing I feel like
No, I think we got it.
did we hit everything?
Um, did we talk about the cops shaking down Rock or potentially setting up to shake down Rock?
I
Where she
yeah, that's they definitely see. This is a part. I think that's a part of her overall getting watched, which is actually trickling
mm-hmm.
down to Kanan. That's why his
Yes.
operations are getting kind of
Mm-hmm.
compromised because they watching him because of her, and now they seeing him do some shady shit. So
Yes.
yeah, it's gonna be an interesting next few episodes. I feel like it's definitely a good setup. I'm really curious to see where this Ronnie storyline goes, and if he does actually connect with somebody to get back to selling drugs. And obviously he want to be in the more I'm distributing weight to other drug dealers category of drug dealers.
Mm-hmm.
So who's even gonna work with him the way he is? Like every
I- d-
and then
d-
see, this is what I'm saying. Like, why does he want, like, that's why when Unique was like Ronnie is good for certain shit, I totally knew what the fuck he meant. He was like, what he want to do ain't even really it for him because his personality, demeanor don't even work with that shit for real.
mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, I think we hit everything. No, I'm really trying. I'm thinking.
We shall see what the upcoming weeks reveal.
Yes, yes, we did hit everything, and I agree with you. We will see what's coming the next few weeks, but should be interesting. It should be
Mm-hmm.
interesting. But on that note, we will end things. This has been the Culture Foolishness, Power Raising Canaan recap. Had to do that long dramatic pause there. We will see you next week. This is Culture Foolishness. This is Creed, and my co-host is.
Coach Tamara Simone.
And we will be back and have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you listen to this. You know the deal. Peace, peace.